Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Let's see, so we had the man underneath the bed become the man that throws red paint all over the place. And I followed them to like the new apartment. So as you can see, no, there's not a modern art piece. This is a crime. Okay, let's examine. Even the fancy bed is all red. Will changing the sheets be enough to get it clean? Zammy, is that what you should be focusing on right now? Sai, look at this mess. Furniture, floor, walls. This is terrible. Like, it completely messes up with the feng shui. There's a lot to deal with. And the color scheme. Yes, truly, I can never have imagined this. I took Mio out to eat. Thought it'd be better than being holed up and never going outside. And then we come back to this. Yeah, very convenient, Aiko. Have you told the police? Alright, I was so upset I totally forgot. I'll need to report all this damage, I suppose. What do you mean, you suppose? Aiko-san, I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Well, I have her locked in my basement. I mean my dungeon. I mean my, she's currently unavailable. She went back home alone. What? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. Why does everybody just keep leaving Mio just off to her own devices? She said something about getting her things. I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now, and if she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put up and lock up. Need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Alright, before I go, let me check the new, some more stuff around. These look important. How terrible. Sorry for the mic bump there. Why would this happen to Aiko-san's room too? If the man stalked both of them and got to Aiko-san's place, why turn it red? Maybe there's some kind of meaning to the red room after all. If you say it backwards, it sounds like murder. Okay, so I checked this. Yeah. I could talk to Jasmine. Just give me a second, Jazzy. I need to look at their infinity pool. Alright, fine. It's just as bad here at Aiko's at Mio's place was wild. The fancy carpet and the furniture are done for two. Bummer. Yeah, that's the real bummer. What happened on your end? I was waiting in the car parked nearby, so I could rush in at any sign of trouble. First, the two headed out together. Probably to eat something like she mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple of hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. Short while later, Aiko suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone. So wait a second, they both went up into the room. But Aiko-san said that Mio went back home. So shouldn't both of them know that it was red? And what did the boss man make you do meanwhile? I was checking Mio's room. Phew? What? I almost bumped into the man and had to hide under the bed. Yeah, the man always bringing us down. It's a long story, so I'll report everything later. Huh? Almost met the dude? No, the dude is different than the man. I think the dude hates the man. Getting tossed in the deep end much? Good thing I came to pick you up. Jasmine, it seems Mio is back at her place and alone. What? But I saw these two heading back up here. What the? Aiko-san is calling Mio right now. Telling her the situation on our end and to stay in her room. Jasmine. No, Jazzy, use your critical thinking brain skills. I know Zammy doesn't have a lot of those, but... Alright, I guess we gotta go. There's not a way to click on hidden clues, right? I don't think so. Let's just go. Oh, wait, before we leave, let's use the glasses. The entrance door is reinforced, should be hard to break in. Oh, it's a dance party. Yo, break it down. Woo, break it down. Okay, let's see what's going on here. This reminds me of like my days back in college, am I right? Let's go. Woo! Alright. Take a peek. Ah, the man under the bed. He's not really under the bed at the moment. He's just the man. Or is he talking with Aiko? Are they both shadows from the same point in time? His shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes like the uniform maintenance crew wear. Someone she's working with. This looks a lot like the shadow splattering blood in the back of the room. This one looks somewhat heavily built, maybe. Feels like the shadow could be important. I should dig deeper. Okay. I want to learn about the shadow breaking things down over there. Look again. This shadow is Aiko-san's working. Looks very focused on work. Her mouth is twisted into a grimace. Aiko-san is so intense even when working alone. Remember when McDonald's had the grimace shake and everybody went wild? Like they went insane for like a month. What a thing to watch, kind of scary. Not as insane as this dose like dance moves. Yeah, question mark, question mark, question mark. His vibe, his groove is on a plane of existence that nobody can comprehend. Is this a trace of the man under the bed? The shadow's movements are so wild and scary. What is it doing? It's trying to flirt. That's how it gets the opposite sex's attention. Is it messing up the papers on the desk or maybe looking for something specific? It's looking for the goal of life. To have fun. Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Yeah. To dance to the rhythm of the street. Find the rhythm of its own beat. Whoa, this shadow's throwing something at us. Not at us, really. Not quite throwing it. Is this from when they splattered blood around and made the room all red? Was this before or after Mio and Aiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? Shouldn't it be after they went to eat? It doesn't make sense that they would do this before, right? Because why would they just go out to eat when somebody started ransacking their room? Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Okay, let's go up. About the shadow. Jasmine, I can see a weird shadow left in this room. Probably the culprit who made the room all bloody. Means you just cracked the case, yeah? I can't make out his face, just that he's almost certainly the culprit, and that he has wicked dance moves. Then how about this to be sure? Check if Aiko and Mio ever left the room besides when they went out to eat. Good idea, I will. Alright. I wish there was like a dodge roll in this game so I can move around faster. Hey Aiko. About your work. And she's all business now. Aiko, do you ever have work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings, otherwise I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about your suspicious nature. I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably yes, don't really remember. I do have records of where we send temporary staff. They should be on my desk somewhere in all that mess. Okay, so there's some papers. Let me just rummage through your personal items. She mentioned the company documents were on the desk. So messy I can hardly make out the words. Peel off the paper. Make sure not to tear anything. Somehow decipherable. You might, oh Jesus, I'm sorry. You might think that Zammy is like, these words are like really badly covered with blood and everything, but I think it's just that Zammy doesn't understand what an office administration engineer could possibly mean. Not jobs that require you work uniform. By the way, I'm just being mean to Zammy. Yikes, wait, a bloody handprint? Someone must have touched this, you think? Look around you. Jobs related to medicine. Obsecology? It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally. This must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one in these documents. The electric company. Oh my god. Zammy. Surely a company which handles electricity work though. Yeah, I would hope so. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do and what electricity electricity means. What do you think? Jasmine, what do you make of this? By the way, did you know that electron, like the electro prefix comes from the Greek word of from amber? The more you know. Prob's trying to get to Mio as she's staying at Aiko's headache for us. In what way? Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet. So this goes on until he fulfills his goal. What exactly is it? To paint the whole world red. No idea, wouldn't know. I see a red door and I want to paint it red. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does. Okay, if you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait! Let me do something very suspicious real quick. Please take me with you. Nah. Sure, let's head to Mio's then. I mean, her room is kind of like messed up. Does that make sense? Oh, by the way, has the mouse been on the screen this whole time? I apologize. Alright, Mio. If that is your real name. Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? Zammy! I'm fine, I was just waiting. Are you sure? What do you mean, are you sure you were just waiting? I'm glad, I was really worried. I know she meant she's okay, okay? So glad you're safe and sound. Alright, let's check from left to right. Glad Mio's alright. Really had me sweating for a minute. You know, Jasmine likes to like pretend that she has a tough exterior, right? But she actually has she's very tender about the investigation and worried about other people. I'm so glad Mio's safe. We should take another look at her place. Yep. Might want to check what went on while she was alone. Let's look around in the bathroom first. No notable changes, except the seats back up again. Goddamn man underneath the bed. Being really inconsiderate. There's a used cup in the sink. The shelves and knife holder are empty. Mio really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this. Mio. Found nothing? Did anything weird happen while you were alone? Not really, no. You okay? Are you doing okay, Mio? You think I would be? No, of course not, I'm sorry. Stalked by a creep named and shamed online. Can't go back to my hometown, I have nowhere to go. Why? I listened to everyone and really tried hard. Look on the bright side though, you have like a killer backstory now when you move to the next town. Why me? Tell me, Azumi. Mio. Before you went out to eat with Aiko-san, was there a time where you were both out and left the place unattended? I was at Aiko-san's place the whole time, we only left to eat. I'm so fed up and exhausted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that Aiko-san's like the person that's behind all this. Nothing notable underneath the bed. Why does the man appear from under the bed anyway? Is there a man from the bathroom or man from the closet? Sometimes there's a man in the sky who tells you weird things while you sleep. Look around. Some of the books are missing. Would the glasses tell me anything? Okay, just wait, give me a second. I'm glad Mio's safe, yeah? Right, I need to get her signed with a new place ASAP. Is this your motive? Real estate? What are you, Lex Luthor? In like a B-grade freaking Superman plot? I do have a place confirmed already. Aiko-san, did you ever step out of the room? At any time besides eating out? I don't think so. I tried hard to calm Mio down and finally convinced her to go eat. And then we touched grass together. Sorry for bothering you again. Besides not going out for groceries or such, you didn't leave the room not even for short business calls, correct? Tried to remember after you mentioned I was in the room until we went for a bite. Anything peculiar? Just before we set out, Mio went back up to my room as she'd forgotten something. We headed out together from the ground floor entrance and didn't notice anything weird. Wait, what if Mio's the person behind all this? Look at her. You can't trust her face. Look at her. Okay, let's look with our glasses. Oh, this is me. He looks so funny. Alright, let's talk to this guy. The shadow is heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? There's something underneath the bed. That's you! That's Zammy! That's you! Surprisingly small, carrying something on the back. This is me from earlier. Oh my god. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. Means the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I hid under the bed so couldn't see, but how did he come into the room? He came up from here. Oh, and that's probably why he looks like he has a bunch of, you know, like a little millipede. He has a bunch of legs. Because he had to crawl down the shelf. Eek, a bug or a shadow that looks like one. Lady, if this is what you think a bug looks like, you need to call the fucking pesticides from outer space. Like, Jesus Christ. Verminators? Exterminator from outer space? That's what I meant to say. This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. Then again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug. But if not, why does it look like a centipede? Maybe because it's gonna walk all over you. Because you treat yourself like a door rug. Okay, search with glasses on. Okay, I did that. How did the man enter the room? Let's check up here again. Never mind. By the way, this is like the third hour playing this game. I just realized I could skip dialogue. Okay, so there's nothing there. Sorry for bothering again. About the ceiling space. Neil, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Never. Is there even a way in? Well, there's apparently a way out. Right, of course you haven't. Mio seems really upset right now. Can't help that she's still living here. Could you encourage her to move out soon? I don't trust you, Aiko. While you were staying here, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Absolutely not. The old place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. Then you don't know how to enter that space, right? I do not. Ooh. How did the man enter the room? Okay, let's try that. Let's use our critical thinking skills. Okay, look for clues on accessing the ceiling space and to be like shadow. Okay, Zammy can only do like 1 deduction per hour, so we gotta make it count. First, you might want to focus on when he manifested in Mio's room. When you hid under the bed, where did he appear from? It was from the ceiling. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance, correct? Keep thinking about that centipede shadow. Why does it look like a centipede? I should focus on... Oh, it's because it's such a feat of human nature to climb down the bookshelf. At least according to Zammy. Maybe he was a portal to the ceiling space. Warping space and time. Yes, let's go. Maybe he was transforming. No, okay. Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. That makes sense, right? Here, let's go. Maybe he was climbing up and down using the shelf boards as footholds. Oh, she's so happy when she's, like, uses her brain. Yes, that might explain it. Multiple overlap shadows climbing up and down looks like a centipede. Alright, let's do this. Never mind. No, stop it. Okay, skip it. There we go. Use the glasses and then check this again. Climb up. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. The view was blocked by this huge big cardboard box. But there's a hatch in the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. Alright, time to see what's up here. What if it's just some dude? The man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. But I gotta help Mio. Here goes. Ceiling space, here I come. Well, that's definitely the attitude to have. Okay. This is really reminding me of that like one thing that happened. So this guy like started to realize that like some of the doors he left closed in his apartment were like open when he came back, and like some of the food was missing. So he set up a camera, and what ended up happening is that there was a dude like a vagrant, living in one of his cupboards. And when he went to work, the guy just came out of the cupboards and like, you know, lived in the house for a bit. And then when he got back, he climbed up into the cupboards again. Okay, my eyes are starting to adjust. Not scared, let the investigation begin. It's probably like groceries and food, right? Bento boxes, energy drinks, even alcohol cans. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by former residents. And it's gonna be like new, right? Yeah, the floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. The man was most certainly hiding here. Evidence of a man lurking. When aren't they? Examine. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. What is this, cardboard? Check under the cardboard sheets. Anything lying around that's connected to him. Oh my god. Maybe he used cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust. Okay. I see a sliver of light. Is it from Mio's room? Wow, unbelievable. What do you mean? Can't see much, too dark. What about like this? Oh, look at him. Look at him, you little creep. Alright, let's see. I knew it. He was here. Not moving much. Is he crouched down? No, he's peeking at what's going on down below. Face down, ass up. That's the way he likes to creep. There's a shadow of the man here too. What is the shadow doing? Looks like he's stuffing something into a box or a bag. Something feels off. I want to look closer, but the shadow's in the way. The glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. Telling me to just look through the future? The present, I mean? The present is the future of the past. That's why my present is a present's kiss my ass. By the way, I shouldn't be quoting that man. If you know who I'm quoting, I hate everything about whatever he's become and what he chooses to be. I saw traces of the man doing something around here. Let's search around. There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing, Aito Electric Services. Isn't this the company in the documents at Aiko-san's place? Very suspicious. The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Aiko-san's room. Does this mean that man was here? I need to tell everyone. Yeah. You're gonna reveal the truth. The man definitely was here in the ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. But he's gonna show up here. Okay, never mind. Jasmine? You okay? Looks like you found a ton. Calling me fat? I found solid evidence the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Mio and Aiko-san too. Bet it's that time for someone to show. That time? Do you mean the director is going to call again? Not any old call at this point, but you'll be fine. Old call, there we go. What do you mean, not any old call? I do like that it makes your controller vibrate. Miss Azumi, how's it going? Hello, director. This is like my 5th time talking to you, but it's always a surprise. I'm sorry, I haven't figured out the answer and I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution, as in due time. Please tell everyone to gather around. Okay. We're gonna dissolute their asses. Your investigation is done then? Is this like a debrief or something? No. We're gonna debrief your ass when we send you to jail for stalking. Ah yes, I'll also explain what I found in the ceiling space. Please hurry then. Director, everyone is here. Ms. Azumi, please make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Okay, thank you everyone. Ayumu Meguriya, Director of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Now only the dissolution phase remains before we can close the case. Thank you for your cooperation throughout. Dissolution? Azumi, what is this about? What's going on? What does that even mean? Do I have to be here? I still have work waiting. We will be presenting our final results as requested for this case, so we ask you to remain here. Hopefully I get to like actually solve it on my own, instead of hearing what he says. Okay, first of all, Miss Fukudai, thank you for your efforts in the investigation. It's like he's praying and like saying he's really grateful right now. We have discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of all that information has allowed all of us here to tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. I would rather not tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. Yet the amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? What? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There is no room in the center's records for such a thing. Do we really want to prioritize that right now? This guy's really saying this case is mid. Now this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered. How did the man under the bed manifest? What is the goal of the man under the bed? Who or what is the man under the bed? And what exactly does it mean to be under a bed? What exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? I guess that's kind of like what I asked. The eye reveals all. This is not like any eye I've ever seen. Please don't overreact. This is something only we can see. Eye opener. Let me go to the grocery store and get my old eye opener. This can only be seen by holders of seeing power, such as clairvoyance or vision. We must unlock this artifact to open the Eye of Truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed. Hi. The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked all the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons. Exactly, and apparently not to harm Miko. It just appears and disappears always suddenly. So Miss Azumi. Hi. The man supposedly appeared from under the bed, but did it really? You determine where the man appeared from. Where was it? He appeared using a superpower. In the ceiling space, obviously. There was evidence indicating the man appeared from the ceiling space. We found traces of his being in, entering, and exiting from the ceiling space. I'm about to get a freaking 4-hit combo on this guy's eyes. Let's go. The man was hiding in Mio-san's ceiling space for a long time, waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the presentation. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? Was he really under the bed at all? At any point in time? One of his defining traits is that he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner or whomever uses the bed he hides under. So Miss Azumi, what might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why does he keep pestering Mio-san? If you're in a bunk bed and he shows up from underneath your bed, is he really underneath your bed or underneath your, and you're at the top rung? Is he under your bed or is he under the person below's bed? Really makes you think, huh? To peek at Mio's personal life. He's a pervert who watches Mio from the ceiling space. That is a possibility. Why would he need to show himself to Mio-san? I guess he does want to scare Mio, yeah. He might have been trying to frighten Mio, and that's it, to simply scare her. Okay, I wonder if I lost my combo there. The man didn't try to kill Mio-san despite being able to. If his goal were to peep, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio. Well, sometimes you're such a perv that you want to share your pervertedness with the other person. He keeps on appearing then disappearing. It seems the man is intentionally limiting his actions to scaring Mio-san. We can deduce that that itself was the man's goal. If so, maybe the room getting covered in red was also him just trying to scare me. Yeah, to get a new room was because Mio was at my place. Either way, the man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such an intent. The doll? So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all. That doll. It might have been a long time, but I don't really remember a doll. Let us move on. About the man under the bed. He is depicted as a random murderer or an escaped serial killer. As an elusive entity that suddenly appears indoors with murderous intent. an anomaly that is very likely to have a basis in reality. Yet it can also be said to be less tangible due to leaving minimal traces when manifesting. So Miss Azumi, do you hear the freaking music? It just crunched itself and hit the bass drop. How would you describe the man that we are seeking through this investigation? An actual person. Could they be a normal living person and not a ghost or anomalous monstrosity? Precisely, that is the spice and key to truly savoring each urban myth. Huh? Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. They're about the common person, the common folk, the salt of the earth. There's a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such about actual people. So, Miss Azumi, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be? There are multiple suspicious people. Let me see. The one we saw while doing social media research, Boober Eats. Right. A living man carrying a backpack. You asked me about my ex-boyfriend, didn't you? Yes, all noted down here. He's also a living and suspicious person. Does that include my work client too? This maintenance worker wearing a uniform. He was in the security camera footage too. So many suspects. So little time. Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks on the news. Okay. I mean, that is true, but it's not really relevant, Jasmine. Thank you, though. I remember now. Okay, it's probably the maintenance worker. Okay, it's not a serial killer. It could be Mio's ex-boyfriend disguised as a maintenance worker. The Boober Eats delivery person. I already made the joke about like I'd want to order from there, right? Okay, Mio's ex-boyfriend, or it could be the maintenance worker. The maintenance worker in the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space. Yeah, I think I did mess up my combo. The man under the bed hiding in the ceiling, caught on security camera wearing a work uniform. You can say beyond any doubt that it was him. I thought so. Now on to the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? It's because of Aiko-san. Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension and appear anywhere at will, it seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space. No sign of him entering through the window. The ceiling above the bathroom didn't have enough space to move around. Mio has a habit of locking up carefully. He is a maintenance worker, so he probably has a key. But Aiko-san also has a key. Is the man an anomaly after all? Do you really believe so? Miss Azumi, you talked with everyone and you went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see. But. So, Miss Azumi, for the disguised maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space, what path could he have possibly taken? How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? The man had an accomplice. There we go. Someone must have helped him get in. Brilliant. Yes, that is the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as his uniform with the cap from the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage, 5 past midnight. This must be the time when the man arrived at Mio-san's apartment. Mio-san, regarding the time that the man was caught on security footage, does it ring any bells? Mio, around when did you reach the police station? Just around midnight, but that means... Wait, something's wrong here. Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room, Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet at just around the same time, a man in work uniform is shown on security footage at the apartment entrance. But why? If the maintenance worker is the man under the bed, his timing is uncannily coincidental. What do you mean? The man who was supposedly under the bed was actually not in the room yet. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then makes his way into Mio-san's room. Who does this point to as the man's accomplice? It's Aiko. The director? Could it be Aiko-san perhaps? She lied about seeing the man inside the room. Fabulous! Just like my hair, I find accomplishments indeed. Miss Azumi, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. It is very rare. In this day and age, the mystery is now solved. Oh shit. He just ninjutsu'd me? Is the chain gonna break? Let's go! Dissolution. Her telling you that there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magical words? They enabled the man to sneak into the room. Oh my god, everybody's just shocked. That's true. Without hearing that, Mio wouldn't have left the room without locking up. Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me? If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question, what did Aiko actually see? Aiko-san, I think you told us. You kept watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct? That's precisely when you let the dude in. With an insider, the room getting covered in red makes ton more sense. So it is true, really. I couldn't believe it, but now... What are you mumbling about? You aren't going to believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? Hey, only Jasmine... Only Azumi's a weirdo. The following is just speculation, but... Mio-san has had her past dug up and is under a lot of pressure. Actually, now that I think about it, only the director's a weirdo. Like, Jasmine's just kind of like a cool gal, and Zami's just a little airhead. Mio-san has had her past dug up and is under a lot of pressure. You are recommending she move into a rather expensive home. How could a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? Were you perhaps planning to have Mio-san return to sugar dating? My power vision sees it all. Offering help as a benevolent third party recommending a place with an expensive rent? Were you going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can? You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all this. Even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections, how befitting of a job hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be front for catering to your cadre of CEOs and top brass. I have seen that word before, but I've never actually pronounced it out loud. And providing them with sugar dating dispatches? Aiko-san, is this true? What in the... What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Huh? She's surprised because it's obvious. You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes isn't going to solve anything. But we... How ass-brained can you get, useless bunch of morons? Ass-brained? No swearing in my Christian apartment? Listen here, it's the fact that a man was in the ceiling space. Which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault. Aiko-san. Mio, you're a smart gal. Clever girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. How, though? Just keep listening to me and forget the small things like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine in no time too. Also you, Azumi or whatever, you will answer for this. I mean, it could be that Aiko-san just is kind of in love with Mio and she wants her to herself. How dare you challenge me with your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas? Okay, well, first off, the forgettable face part, that was uncalled for. Ridiculous ideas, you might have a point there, but total waste of my time. I'm far too busy for that. I'm leaving. Now before I trip your ass. Okay, never mind. She dropped something. That's how you when you're a criminal, you can't just be dropping stuff. Is this a card? How was your first case, Miss Azumi? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. Attend to? Wait a minute, director. What about Mio? Lost connection. Mio, are you... You're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. The truth has set her free. I wish I could. Alright, I'll make sure to throw away that doll we found, so don't worry about that. Mio? Doll? That doll... Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of it, all of it, like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state, I should start cleaning up. Let me help. It's okay, I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio? Guess that's it for us then. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Sammy, what are you talking about? Neo's still in. The center's job ends here. Rest is up to the police and lawyers. I just realized, oh, that she's wearing like fingerless gloves. Yo, Jazzy is so fucking cool. Yeah, I get how you might feel. But Mio herself says she's fine. It's not our place to step in. Is that really so? Thing is, I feel this case isn't over yet. Huh? Pick up the thing that fell. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense and this happens. How would they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Who or where did that leak from? But how could that? What the? No way. No, they kicked me from the dispatch group? How dare they? How many girls do they think I found for them so far? I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at that doll. Was there really okay, my memory might be just completely failing on me, but I don't really remember a doll. Hey, I told you I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Meal Girl's room turned all red. I saw her heading out, so I thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked, and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up the bookshelf so there wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. Then who actually splattered that blood? Huh? What was that? No way. It's the actual man under the bed. He's like, this place stinks like hell. Oh shit. He's like, I'm the real one. Huh? What? No. The man under the bed? No, that's impossible. You can't actually exist. Rah. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. We're just gonna kill Aiko-san just like that? What the? Hey, wait. Aiko-san, you have like any sense of self-preservation? Please don't run! Lady! Leave Aiko-san alone. What? I will make her pay. Huh? That voice. Is it you, Mio? What? What? When I was attacked by that man in my room and passed out, I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. Aiko-san, I'm done for today, and so on. And so you already knew that Aiko-san was behind this. Yes, I did, Azumi. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Aiko-san, why did you know my secret? Huh? How did you know that I had an accidental back during my sugar dating days? Oh? Pregnancy? What are you talking about? That doll, it was a message that you knew about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby. I didn't want anyone to know, but then why do you? Wait, too much going on. Mio, what's going on? Please take it easy. Azumi, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything. The man under the bed, this woman here. I'm feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. You're amazing, Azumi. I did as you told me and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed just you from the beginning and done as you told me. Mio, wait, what are you talking about? But my medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are. I need to erase my past entirely. I really don't know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up. Azumi, you told me this too. I will attract interest wherever I go. That I had little more to lose whatever I did. I didn't say that, you know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio? Oh wait, maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name and address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks, won't be safe at my home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do? Come to Boston, where everybody... Actually, don't go to Boston because everybody knows your name there. Why should I even care? I'm going to kill you. You're joking, right? Trick or treat. You're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio! Don't do this to yourself. Azumi, You alright, Zammy? I want to know how she, appeared there. Responders are on the way, they're almost here, it's gonna be okay. Jasmine, how did you? Heard from the boss man. Boss man's vision thingy, knew you were heading to Aiko's. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me. Wait, how did you get there without Jasmine's driving? How did Mio get here? Mio. I mean, she did stab her. Cut her. I think that's a worse thing to do than stalking someone. Once again, going off on your own like that, way too risky. I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I'd realized earlier, Mio wouldn't have done such a thing. Hey, don't go blaming yourself. You can blame it all on me. I guess what you did kind of prevented the worst, yeah? Yeah, I guess. And the boss man should have told me earlier. I wonder if the director knew this was going to happen. Beats me, could have gone much worse without the boss man giving a heads up. Guess the vision of Bob's pretty handy. What? Vision's already shorter than Vision of Bob. Dude's priorities though. Speak of the Almighty. What is it? Way too fast with the edit. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. Oh, okay. Oh my god, what is this? Are the center's videos always streamed so soon? The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. Seems that the man under the bed actually exists. What? I mean, I guess it's true. No, actually, no, it's not true, because Mio was the man under the bed, so it would be the woman under the bed. How was she under the bed? What? The more I think about it, the more I don't understand, because Aiko-san left, right? So she must have called the guy up and said, hey, what the fuck, man? But then she, went underneath her bed while that was happening? And then, appeared with a knife? Turns each case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. Yeah, but if it's good rumors, you won't get any views. You need to rage bait these days. I hope Mio's rumors fade away fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over to the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the bossman, yeah? Jasmine, how long have you been looking at the side of my head? Keep your eyes on the fucking road. We're gonna crash and burn. I'll drive ya. Thank you, Jasmine. Our staff member who was at the scene has safely completed the investigation. The younger woman, B, had choice but to move out. You're such a B! As for the woman, A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we have lost all contact with her and are unaware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Miss A is safe and sound. But she stabbed someone. Just in case you didn't know who that was, this case came to an intriguing conclusion. After what happened to Mio, I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? She hasn't done enough to be prosecuted. What do you mean? She stabbed someone! Will Aiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair. Yes, fair indeed, however. I would remind you that there are many forms of accountability. Like, you know, business form accountabilities, small business loans accountability, etc. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That card you brought with you. More importantly, were you watching through your vision again? Don't you feel any emotions? Emotions are an interesting research topic. Is it that he's like, okay, we're the player, right? So we have a vision of what's happening on screen. Is it that he can see the screen that we are on? Is that how he knows? Does that mean that you watching this, viewer, you have a little Meguriya inside of you all along? That is where rumors and urban myths originate. Forget I mentioned it. Ah, exquisite. That off-white color. That beautiful shading. That font. What is it? Take a good look at this card. It's as if it's predicting. Predicting the tragedy about to befall you. What exactly is this card? I'm about to be chained up to the bed? It is one of the Illuminate cards. They are rumored to be prophetic. Okay. The card is prophetic? Oh shit. Let's go. It happened 7 years ago too. By the way, I have no control over the comments now. Director, I actually have one of these cards is said to foretell the end of the world. I'm curious about the fate of the card's owner. Oh, she had that card. It seems everything is in motion now. So she had that card. That's how she'll die. Or that's the fate that's going to befall her. And do I believe in prophecies? All I believe is that the leather runs smooth in the passenger seat. I believe a good sounding one if it sounds bad. Wait, is that an Illuminate card? Jasmine, keep your eyes on the road. Why do you have it? Herm. Since when did I have this card with me? Since you got it from the lady that dropped it, Aiko-san. How should I know? Well, good work, Zammy. Catch you next week. I like this sprite art of Zammy. Tomarigi here about the new face at the center. Seems unrelated to the other incident. Meguriya hasn't shown much we could look into. Roger that out. Back then we couldn't possibly have realized what was about to happen. What the hell? Alright, that was the first case. Alright, can I like go back and like see the clues so I can see where this doll came from? No? Episode 2. Reflection of Death. This probably has a mirror thing. Alright. It's gonna immediately... Okay, wait. Can I pause the game and... It would have been really nice to have this video start... Like the next video start off with this intro. Oh shit, it's the red spaghetti monster. I didn't know the center roof was like this. About what we were discussing. You mentioned Aiko dropping one after we completed Dissolution. Yes, this one and this one. This is the Illuminate card, Eye in the Darkness. Why Aiko had this card is a question in itself. Yet of higher importance right now is this Illuminate card, Devastation and Judgment, which you say you owned from before. I think I received it from someone but don't really remember. I remember I'd left it in my bag since then, so heh. Would you happen to know of a community site on the dark web? What? The dark web sounds kinda ominous. There's a site called Samizima that has descriptions of all 6 Illuminate cards. On the dark web? On the same website you can buy freaking Hyperfent Various other topics too, earthquakes and shrines. A certain president is actually a stand-in? I don't know. I didn't know. Samaism is a hub for those who appreciate such conspiracy theories. Devastation and judgment is the very future that these Zimmers long for. What? Seems your card is predicting such a future. That sounds like someone who's hopped up on Hyperfent, a Zimmer. Zimmers refer to it as the Great Reset. Great Reset? Rumors say the Devastation and Judgment card depicts it. Why would I have such a thing? Cause look at your eyes, they're flaming. You're the reason for it all, Zammy. And it's just a prophecy. We don't know if it'll actually... We can determine whether the prophecies are true after they happen, right? By observing your actions. Now I need to tell you about today's request. I really like the animation. A streamer has asked us to confirm the presence of a ghost. Usually in like visual novels, like the animation is like kept to a very low minimum. Cause it's hard to animate everything, right? But the fact that there's like pixel art probably gives them more of like leeway to animate things. A streamer has asked us to confirm the presence of a ghost. Alright, so it's a ghost time. Devastation, Juju Mental. What? Can I pause the game? This all good context for like the next video or whatever. Yo, wake up already. You're sleep mumbling like hell. What? So sorry. Jasmine, Devastation Judgment had me worried there. The director showed me an ominous website. YouTube.com. Jasmine, do you know how about the Illuminate cards and the prophecies on them? Illuminate cards? Counts on the boss man to take interest, eh? The director does seem on top of all occult related info. I meant to ask, what's today's case about? We're looking into a live streamer. Oh shit. One of his vids sparked a bit of a mess, and the streamer reached out to the center. The actual wording is, "Help me! The allegations against me are false. Clear my name, please. See for myself and prove that ghosts are real." Okay. Does that mean the live streamer talks about spirits and the occult? No, he was like in the middle of like a freaking brownie recipe video and the ghost showed up. It was very weird. Good guess. Saves me the trouble of explaining. Oh, so I guessed right? Yep, occult live streamers 800k subs, been streaming quite a while it seems. Must be nice. Check out the vid while we're on the road. This newest one, right? Is this a ritual or something? The scene in question is near the end. Let me save the video. Kinoko, come on, pretty please. I know this place is the real deal. This him asking a girl to like go out on a date with him, and he like reserved a really nice place. Come show yourself. Mary. Show yourself. Huh? Behind me? What? Nothing there? Ghost? Was that a ghost in the back? You mean this is real? Trending on socials for sure. Ghost watching streamer's home has resident ghost or some such. A resident ghost? Man, hopefully it's not Resident Evil, am I right? Does it mean the house is haunted? God damn it. Don't know much really. Hope the ghost isn't haunted. What a stupid thing to say. By the way, our client, the streamer, why did he think of reaching out to our center? Do you know? Don't know. Too bored to ask the bossman about the small things. Just ask the client, okay? Anyway, get busy with the social media search first. No! Anything but that! I sent you the link. Did you get it? Try following the rumor from there. What should I search? Don't be asking me anything and everything. Try giving it a thought yourself. Sorry, you're right. Oh no, telling Asmi to think for herself? Herm, I need to look up what kind of ghost is involved in this time, right? Right, according to the facts so far, a ghost appeared. Looks like this urban myth is dependent on the location. Location. That's why it's hell triple hockey sticks. So I'd search for rumors related to this place and location. Ooh, how helpful. Geez, you made me use this dusty old brain with those questions of yours. Well, Zammy ain't gonna use hers, so even though this stuff's not in my wheelhouse. Well, I leave it in your hands. Understood. I'm on it. Alright, that was That was the first episode, and like 50% of the next. If you made it this far, I appreciate it more so I can subscribe, leave a like, etc., etc. if you want to keep on watching. And I'll see you all on the flip side. Bye.